On the outside, I was just like any other young girl that was born in the early 80s, except my life was far from normal.
Growing up, I had many secrets. I hid that my home was prone to violence. Identifying the roles that others play in our lives helps us to recognize how they contribute to our growth and development. It also helps us to better appreciate the support we've been given. I believe there was nothing more beyond my current circumstances.
We were considered poor, we were living on government assistance,
I'd become a teen mom, drop out of school, become a borderline alcoholic, and I hid that my mother had taken to prostitution by the time I was 13. Fast forward, and I was a ball full of rage, a bully, consistently jobless, and relying on government assistance. My lens was narrow. Today, I want to share 3 vital pieces of information that will equip you to better recognize mental health challenges among your peers so that you can widen your lens and zoom in to make a difference. And we, you and I, must become a part of the solution. We can no longer solely rely on the government, healthcare providers, big corporations, and the nonprofits. These are the individuals sitting in the corner waiting for the fighter who's now sweaty and bloody so that they can tend to their wounds. How many of you?
I avoided my pains, masked my fears with rage, never taking accountability for my own actions. I was sucker punching myself by remaining stagnant and doing nothing at all.
During those years that I went without intervention, the symptoms in my behavior worsened, and I even contemplated self-harm. But their ability to show compassion, support, and to look past my hard exterior left a mark on my mind, my heart, that will never be forgotten. How many of you help people tend to their wounds? Yeah. You too have the power to zoom in and to leave a mark. Here's how. Don't say, oh, you'll be all right. This happened to me and I turned out just fine. No. Each member played a distinct yet interconnected role within my journey.
During some personal reflection, I thought back and I examined all of the difficult times and the moments of growth that shaped me to who I am today. And I discovered in every single pivotal moment of growth from then until now that there were several foundational building blocks that contributed to the moments I was most resilient and most successful.
And I gained a deep passion for fighting for my personal and my professional goals.
And I thought, if she can do it, then I can do it.
And then I had to widen my lens in order to see that hope and support were being offered to me. And I came to realize that it was vital for me to understand those roles if I was going to continue to develop.
Well, what kind of training are we talking about, Kathy? Don't worry, I don't expect anyone to train like Rocky if I can't, and I can't. But I am encouraging that you learn from the best.
These persons on my team provided me with emotional support, an empathetic listening ear, and a safe space to express my feelings. We must make it a personal priority within ourselves to become the support that our communities need if we are going to end the destructive cycle in the generations behind us. And I looked back and I realized that there were several elements that contributed to the moments where I was the most successful and the most resilient in my journey. And when I look back on all of the moments that I experienced positive change, my lens, my perspective needed to change first. The first way that you can begin to zoom in and to leave a mark is by educating yourself and others on the facts. This anger would start to lead me on a very destructive path. Just imagine what my life would look like had someone not taken the time to zoom in to be that supportive intervention for me. And by accepting that hope and support, guess what? Today, I get the chance to zoom in and make a difference. I'm here if you need me.